I had my amazing moments in Dallas. At some point I knew this was gonna happen. It's the Lakers. It's one of the best clubs in history.
Oh, what a pass! Doncic!
Our goal is to win championship.
That's good!
That's our only goal.
It was the trade that stunned the world, and tonight was the first night that we circled on the calendar. Luka versus the Mavs. We know Dallas is banged up almost beyond recognition, but still a fascinating matchup. And Legs, I gave you a homework assignment. I said, I want to see what Luka and LeBron look like on the floor together.
Yeah, and offensively, what Luka brings to the table and how special he is and unique in his ability to read defenses on the weak side. So we start here, and he's going to call over Jackson Hayes. And look, right off the bat, most guys are not going to take the ball down the sideline because it's clearly very crowded over there. There's 3 defenders over there. There's 2 teammates. So you have 6 guys in a very tight window. No problem. That's exactly what Luka wants to do. And the reason he wants to do that, he wants to keep Jokic on this side of the floor because he knows if he can get it to the weak side, now they're going to have to make some decisions over here with these 2 defenders. So as he goes, right here, you can already see, look at Luka's eyes. You know what he's looking at? He's looking dead at Michael Porter Jr., and then he's looking at LeBron James. He's already looking at that, and look at the size around him, and you think, that's a tough angle. How's he going to make this pass? He knows right now, Jackson Hayes on this hard dive is going to make Michael Porter Jr. pick him up. That means that on top, Aaron Gordon Jr. is going to have to be the guy to close out if he can get this ball to here on a rope. And if Aaron Gordon Jr. is closing out from the top side, that means LeBron James has a free drive to the rim. And that's exactly what Luka does. And there's 3 guys in the league can make this pass, and they're all playing in this game. LeBron, Luka, and Jokic. And here it is. Ball goes to the other side on a rope. Aaron Gordon closes from the top side. LeBron's got the entire baseline drive. And this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Why I said to you yesterday on this show, why does LeBron need to be off the ball, Luka on it? Because the off-ball guy has to either run or cut.
Right.
LeBron likes doing those things. Luka, not so much. He wants to deliver the basketball. LeBron can play weak side now against closeout defenders. A whole different scenario than what he's used to.
LeBron actually used a football analogy. He's a quarterback, I'm a receiver. That's how they go. Now, what are we going to get from Luka tonight? Let's put the number up here. The over-under at ESPN Bet is 31.5. That is a significant number, one of the highest point totals for Luka this year. His highest was back in November at 33.5. He had 32 against the Nuggets on Saturday. So let's ask the question the way we like to ask it, Alan. Is tonight going to be a scorched earth night? Will revenge be named Luka Doncic against the Mavericks tonight?
I'm going to take the under. I'm going to take the under, not because I don't think he's going to have a good game. I think you take the under because, number one, Jason Kidd knows Luka really well, and so do the rest of that Mavs team. They're not going to let him get off. They're going to do everything they can to control him. They saw the tape from that Denver game. They know what to see. So that's why I don't think this is going to be a scorched earth game. But wouldn't you love to see him, Legs, get on a heater and then all of a sudden turn to Jason Kidd, rip up his jersey, show a 4-pack. We know it's not 6, but a 4. And then just say to him, like, you didn't want me? Like, I'd love to get that kind of drama. But remember, they still have to go to Dallas, and I think that's the game you'll see a little more drama.
I completely disagree.
Okay.
I think Luka's going to go nuts tonight. I mean, he was so upset by this. I was reading the stuff of Dirk had to go there for his first game because he wanted to sort of support him a little bit. I think that Luka is going to want, and the Lakers are going to want him to go nuts. I would pound the over on that.
I'm in the middle between you guys. I think that's his mentality. But I think I'm going to lean more toward Allen just because it's so recent and he's just getting his form back, right? Now, look, nobody in the league heat checks themselves out of layup lines the way Luka does. Okay, I mean, he immediately, usually you got to make 3 shots before you heat check. He heat checks the first trip down the floor. Right. And that's one thing, I'll give him credit for that. I admire that about him, actually. So I think he does sort of, test the water early. He bangs a couple of threes in the first couple minutes, then it might be all bets off. I'm going to go ahead and try to embarrass these guys if I can. I think, though, talking about scorched earth, I think tonight he pours the gasoline. He lights the match in Dallas in April.
Yep.
That's the night. And by the way, could he have a better running mate than a guy that's been through this exact scenario?
Sure.
Going back to Cleveland, that first game after he went to Miami, totally different circumstances. That was a lot of hatred directed at him from the home crowd because he abandoned them This is going to be an odd situation in Dallas in April because they're going to probably be cheering all of his baskets on that home court. It's going to be an unusual scenario. That's the night he tries to go for 50. I don't know that it happens tonight.
That crowd's going to be so conflicted in Dallas. And by the way, that game could have a lot riding on it when it comes to positioning in the Western Conference. Even though it's April, you just never know the importance of that game. But Legs, like as a player, you know, if you go into the game like what Greeny's saying, and I get it, because I want to see that. But you know, as a player, if you go into the game with that mentality, it usually does work against you, right?
Oh,
if you go in thinking I'm lighting it up,
and
you know they're going to do whatever they can to make sure he doesn't.
Especially at a time when like the Lakers are trying to get this thing together, right? They're on the tracks playing well. You know, you don't even want to be distracted by that. JJ gets it. But at the same time, yeah, his preference would be, hey, play well and let's just win. Let's not get off the rails here trying to make this about Luka tonight. I think that would be a mistake on the part of the Lakers. But again, it's really on Luka. He's going to take some deep threes early. And if he hits those, it might change the way he approaches the night.
Did I miss a meeting? Didn't the Mavericks just lose by 40 at Golden State? I mean, you think the Lakers are worried about winning this game?
No, but here's
the Mavericks are playing nobody.
Yeah, but also to your point, so they get up 25-30 in the first half. Well, Luka's not going to stay in the game in the second half. He's not going to, not in that scenario. You know what Luka wants more than anything? He probably, and he doesn't have any animus toward Anthony Davis. Don't you think he'd much rather get a ball screen and a switch with Anthony Davis on him in Dallas, okay, to remind people?
This is your king?
Yeah, right, exactly.
I think he would like, hey, Hembo, what is the biggest point total that Luka has had this year? That's what I want to know. What was it?
It was 45.
45. So now I will predict he goes for 46 tonight. We'll see what winds up happening. Okay.
How's it going, everybody? Villa Sports Network here. Just want to thank you guys for your support on the channel. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Also want to kind of remind you to don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment on the video if you like as well. But regardless of the fact, thank you again for your support, and hope to see you on the next video.